Hey everyone, I hope that we have found that you have survived Friday the 13th, a full moon, and an ice storm moving in today. And as your reward for surviving, you get a 3-day weekend, hopefully, to rest and recuperate so that you'll be refreshed and ready to head back to school on Tuesday. My name is Tiffany Climer, and I'm with INcompassing Education. I've taught everything from kindergarten to 8th grade math to an instructional coach, and I am going to talk to you a little bit today about setting goals in the classroom with your students. I have had the opportunity to set goals with multiple students in many different grade levels, and the best part of setting goals for me is getting to see those students absolutely crush their goals. There is no greater reward as an educator than getting to see the joy and the pride and the self-confidence that comes out of a student who has set and absolutely crushed their goals. The first thing that we're going to talk about are the benefits of setting goals with your students. The first would be increased motivation. Once your students have input in the process and they get to have a personal investment with their goal, you typically see that increased motivation comes immediately. Setting those personal goals and motivation tend to go hand in hand. The second benefit would be an increase in achievement. It's just like with anything. If you establish outwardly a goal that you've been working on your own, you typically hold yourself a bit more accountable. The same goes with our students. If they have written down a goal that they are personally invested in, they are going to understand the benefit of why it is they are working on this so that their achievement is going to increase. The third benefit is that there's going to be an increased focus. Once they understand exactly what it is that they're working on, they're able to put these blinders on and kind of block out all of those distractions that they typically experience throughout the school day. And that narrow focus is really going to help them to dig in and really show some growth towards those goals. A few other positive outcomes of setting goals with your students in the classroom, obviously that increased motivation is huge. I know that it's a problem that I experienced in the classroom. How on earth do you get those students motivated? Well, there's no greater way to do that than to show the students why they should be doing this and giving them the opportunity to be personally invested in the process. You're also going to see their self-confidence is going to increase and their competence is going to increase. As they experience that success, that joy, and that pride, they're going to feel unstoppable. It's just like with us. When I set a goal and I'm able to reach that goal, it's a high that I can't even explain. You all have experienced it. And once you're riding that high, you're ready to set bigger and better goals. You're ready to continue kicking butt and taking names, and your students are going to do that exact same thing. And it's so amazing to be able to be a part of that and watch that happen with those students. So I've given you the why. You now understand why it is that you should be doing this. Now I'm going to give you the bare bones of the steps to success in setting goals with your students. The first thing that you need to do, sorry, I have a little helper here today. Say, hello, everyone. You need to make sure that you collect baseline data for your students. If you have no idea where they're starting out, then you have no idea where to take them. So you must collect that baseline data. Now, the second step is going to be to analyze that data. If you're going to give a test, don't just give the test just to give it. That's not going to give you any information at all. You must analyze that data so that you understand exactly what the students need to be working on and how you can help them along with that process. The third thing that you need to do is that you need to make sure that your goal is very specific and very clear. This is going to help the students to focus in and understand exactly what they need to be working on. The next thing you need to do is develop an action plan. This action plan should include 3 steps. These are going to be 3 things that the students can implement into their daily activities so that this can help them to reach their goals that they have already established. It's very important that during this process, you discuss the obstacles that the students might have to overcome so that they understand and what is to come and what they can anticipate running into as they're working through this process. You also want to make sure that they understand their why. They understand why this is important to them. They understand how this is going to benefit them in the future. This is really going to help them to focus in and understand why this is a personal investment for them and why they need to be focusing in and doing all of the things that you have talked about in the goal setting process. The last and most important piece of this process is to be their biggest cheerleader. Pump them up. Let them know you're there for them. You are there anytime they need you. You've got their back. You're cheering for them. Let them know you believe in them, that you know that they can do this. That's what they need from us as educators. And the payback that you get from doing all of that is priceless. So I've given you a little bit of information about how you can implement this in the classroom, but lucky for you, I have a step-by-step breakdown of all of this for you. It's coming Monday. Monday, I have a lounge and learn session with Encompassing Education from 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. So for those of you that perhaps are lucky enough to have the day off, join me in your PJs. I might even be in my pajamas and presenting this on Monday. So sign up at encompassingeducation.com. We'll put the links in the comments for you so that you have those right at your fingertips and can get signed up. I'll give you a step-by-step guide of how you can implement goal-setting practices in your classroom so that you can experience the success right along with those students. If you can't attend on the 13th, we also have the session coming to you on the 30th from 7 to 8 p.m. So you have a couple of options there. Thank you so much for joining us today. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Rest up, relax, and if you have ice headed your way, good luck. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.